Hey everyone, it's Morella Manelli, and I'm a hair educator and salon owner based out of Mission Viejo, California. And today I am so excited to introduce you to Grace. Grace works on the front lines of COVID-19 as a respiratory therapist. And today we're gonna be doing a loose beach wave on Grace. So let's get started. Today we prepped Grace's hair with pearl detangler that gave her lots of shine and moisture to her hair. And then we layered in formation mousse and gave her a nice voluminous blowout. So I'm just gonna create a section from ear to ear, separating the front from the back. So real simple sectioning. And I'm only gonna be using about 1 inch sections, and I'm gonna just take these horizontally. Today I'm gonna be using Heat Cast Spray 12, and this is gonna give her thermal protection as well as a nice medium hold for those loose beach waves that we're gonna create. And then I'm also gonna be using a 2-inch wand. So the way I'm gonna apply my product is really just focus on those mids and ends, because we're not really gonna be focused on curling right at the root for this look. So basically every other curl is gonna curl in a different wave pattern so that we have nice and lots of texture. So I'm gonna hold my wand vertically and then curl. And you wanna make sure that you add a twist on that second and then third or fourth curl that you create. So basically what that's gonna create is that loose wave, but we're gonna make sure that that first curl is nice and flat so we get a little extra volume from that. So this middle section, I'm just gonna curl it in the opposite direction. And a great tip too is when you're working with different hair types, you wanna adjust your heat accordingly. So now I'm gonna take another inch section here, horizontally. And one thing that I really love about heat cast, it doesn't make the hair feel crunchy whatsoever, which is why I chose it for this look. I want the hair to still feel nice and touchable with a loose structure. And you'll also notice as I release the curls, I'm not going through and finger combing them right away. What I'm really focused on is putting this curl right into the hair, and I wanna just let it cool in place. Especially for somebody with as long of hair as Grace, we wanna let those curls cool as much as possible so that way we have a nice longevity of our curls. So as you can see, each of the curls are alternating. So on this exterior section here, it's curling away from the face, and then this one is curling towards the face. Something that I like to do when I get in these wider sections is just to go ahead and pre-section. That way I can move nice and swiftly throughout each of the sections. So now that I have this bottom section here and this one's curling on the interior, to add to that texture right on top of this one I'm actually gonna curl towards the face. So I'm gonna curl it nice and flat like this. I'm gonna turn my wand, and now I'm gonna twist and wrap, twist and wrap, twist and wrap. So a really quick tip is if you want to create additional texture, you can definitely take even smaller subsections in between. And so I'm going to work on this very last piece right here. It's going to fall right on top. And I'm actually going to be taking smaller sections that are going to lay right on top of all these larger textured pieces. So for these, I'm actually gonna be taking diagonals and kind of creating little triangles. And one of the reasons why we're working vertically is so that way we're not creating a lot of volume right at the root area. We want the hair to have its natural fall. So by doing these vertical type curls that are gonna keep this area nice and smooth and flat, and that way we're creating that curl just about 4 inches away from the root area. So you can see these sections are slightly smaller than the ones that I took underneath. And again, this is just for added texture that's gonna lay right on top. So for this side section, we're still gonna use the same pattern, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do different about this section is the direction of the curl, and this is simply to create contour towards the face. Now it's just totally optional, you don't have to do that, but it's something that I think clients will really love to do and see in the salon. And it's just a little added something that your clients will probably thank you for later. Because what it does is it creates this contour right around the neck area, creating this illusion of a nice long elongated neck. So in order to do that, what we're gonna do is curl just these two sections that I've created here towards the face. And we're still holding our iron vertically and still creating a nice flat wrap up towards the top, and then twisting once on the remaining part down. So as you can see how these curls, you can almost already see the shape that we're creating. So this is gonna come right into her cheekbone area and chin area, and therefore giving that illusion of an elongated neck. So now for this remaining section, what I'm gonna do is continue on with the same exact pattern that we did in the back. And then for the very, very top, finish off with more detailed, smaller subsections, but still alternating. Now that she's completely curled, I wanted to show you what I do for this very front section. So everywhere around the hairline, from the temple up, you wanna make sure that the curls are curling away from the face, because we don't want those curls falling forward. This is gonna add a lot of fullness as well as additional texture. So I got my last two sections right here. I'm just gonna curl them away from the face. So I'm gonna come right onto the side where I want that curl to live, hold my iron vertically, and then curl right on up. So what this is gonna do is help prevent it from getting too curled right onto that front hairline there. It's gonna make that curl just kind of swoop down nice and beautifully right over her eyes. Now that she's all cooled and set, I'm just gonna rake my fingers through her hair to break up those curls. Now I'm gonna finish her off with dry setting spray 15-20, and I'm actually gonna be putting it on the 15 setting because I want a nice medium hold and further add a little bit of texture to finalize her look. I really hope you enjoyed this loose beach wave tutorial, and I will see you guys next time.